Hey, what's up, dudes? Today I'm going to be showing you how to RGH a Phat Xbox 360. Today I'm going to be working on a Falcon model. There's two things you're going to need. You're going to need a glitch chip. I'm using here the Coolrunner Rev C. This is a clone chip made in China. They're significantly cheaper and work just as well as the legit ones. It's kind of messed up that they stole the logo in their packaging, but what are you gonna do? And I'm also using a JRProgrammer, a fairly cheap NAND read/writer that you can get online. I'll link both of these in the description. Get these on eBay, and this guy I think you get from the TX website, but I'll put a link down in the description. Alright, before you go any further, you're going to want to check to see which dashboard you're on currently, and from there we can figure out which mod we're going with, either JTAG, RGH1, or RGH2. So if you've updated any time within the past 4 or 5 years, which odds are you have, you'll be doing an RGH2. So this one is dashboard 15574. So that is definitely an RGH2. Let me go over here. Where is it at? Alright, so in order to do an RGH1, which has better boot times, you need to be on 14699 or lower. And if you want to be able to JTAG it, you need to be on 7371 or lower, which is incredibly old. That's like, you would have needed to have not updated since about 2009 or earlier, which is incredibly uncommon. You could still find one out there, but this guide is for RGH2, so if you have any of these older dashes, you're going to follow one of my other guides, which I'll be linking to as they become available. Alright, now it's time to attach the NAND writer to the Xbox 360. First, you're going to want to tin the points that we're soldering to, so I'm going to add a little bit of flux. Get solder. I'll throw a diagram in the corner of what I am soldering to. You want to heat up, there's like a thin gloss over the motherboard, so you want to touch your iron to the points just a second before you can kind of feel yourself like penetrating through that gloss. Penetrate. Motherfucker said penetrate. Alright. Now, bring up my JRunner. Boom. Alright. So black wire goes here. And the red and I believe when I bought the JRProgrammer, this NAND cable was attached in a way that was set up for QSBs to plug directly in, but we don't want to deal with getting QSBs, so if yours is like that, just cut one end of it, tin the tips of your wires, and good to go. Congratulations, you saved some money. Honestly, I think most of the QSBs that they sell for RGHing, J-tagging, whatever, your consoles are just a waste of money. They don't really save you much time, if any, or effort, because you still need to install those things. Alright, there's yellow. Blue. Where you at, blue? Where you at, blue? There you are, motherfucker. Alright. I'll see you back on the computer. But first, I want to plug your JRProgrammer into your computer and also plug in the power strip to the 360. Don't turn it on, you just need to power it up. Alright, now with your 360 plugged in to the power strip and your JRProgrammer, whatever NAND read-write tool you're using is plugged into your computer, make sure your power brick is orange. If it's red, you've wired something up wrong, you got some kind of short going on. And now we're going to make sure read is set to 2 in JRProgrammer, or JRunner, my bad, and click read NAND. Config, detected it's a Falcon, and if yours does not start reading like mine is here, check your wires. Make sure your soldering's good. Make sure none of your cables are crossing or bridging one another. And, make sure your power supply is plugged in fully. if you've got a red light, try unplugging it, plugging it back in. Sometimes you just need to reset your NAND tool. I've had that happen where everything's fine, but it still fails. You just reset it, turn it off, turn it back on, unplug it, plug it back in, reset JRunner, but most likely it is an issue with your cables. So I'm going to speed through this. What you want is for it to read the NAND twice, and it's going to say NANDs are the same. If they're not the same, then you've done something wrong. Try wiring it up again. They should be exactly the same. So let's fast forward. Alright. Now as you can see, it says right here, and my mouse is wiggling out, NANDs are the same. So what you want, make sure it says that before you proceed any further. Alright, now you're going to just make sure the dash is set to the current version. Since this tutorial is for RGH2, you're going to click glitch 2 if it's not already set to that. And next, you're going to click create ECC. Make sure it's for the motherboard version that you are working on. Mine is Falcon, so click OK. That's right. Right ECC. And then you're good. Alright, let's set this motherfucker up right now. So I've got these settings that I like to use on all Falcon and Jasper boards. Seem to give the most consistent boot times just around the board. First thing you want to do is remove the JP. Just take your soldering iron, get a corner, heat it up and just start pushing up gently. And there you go. JP's gone. And if you ever wanted to, put that back for whatever reason, you can just use a Bridget with some solder, or I like to use a very small wire to connect these. This makes your life a little bit easier. Alright, here's the trick for the better boot times. You gotta remove C8. And this is pretty consistently very good for all Falcons. I've never had this not be good on a Falcon. And it also helps boot times on Jaspers as well. So C8 removed. We're good. Alright, I'm going to leave these at 2 and 3. Cap stays unbridged. And you want to keep slim. Keep it switched to slim. Don't switch it to fat. Alright, now let's put a little bit of flux. On here. Get a little baggy. Take the fat cables. First, let's tin these motherfuckers up. Ground. Alright. And we're not going to be using A. So just leave that alone. Boom, boom. Alright, 3 volts. So this red is number 1. It's your power cable. Ground. And B. We're going to be using an alt point for B. It's a hell of a lot safer. So I'm going to be taking an extra little piece of wire I got. It needs to be longer than the stock orange wire. We're going to solder to the bottom of the board. Never use this fucking B point that they give you in all the diagrams. Most people just end up breaking their Xbox. It's a horrible point to solder to. Don't know why it's the default. It's a very fragile point that you can easily pull up from your board, and then once that happens, you have to do some crazy repairs to get your Xbox to turn on. So just don't use the standard B point on Fats or Slims. Just look up the alt point for it. C. And for D, we're going to be using the blue wire from the slim portion of cables. D. Alright. Alright, green goes to E. I'm using my own cables here because I like them more. You know, they're just better. Got better wires, dude. Alright, brown. Let's keep the colors coordinated. F goes here. No. This isn't mandatory, but I'd recommend it. There is a lot of excess wire here on these stock cables, so I like to cut them just a little bit. Let's get in this shot. Where are we at here? Oh, this lighting shit. Just cut it down a little bit. The ground's fine. The ground can stay how it is, but there's a little bit too much exposed wire on these stock wires, so just shave them down so you don't end up shorting anything out. Pro tip, yo. Pro tip. You just need a little bit. It goes a long way. Blue cut. Alright. Our glitch tip is looking pretty sexy. I'm gonna throw this sticky pad on here. Alright. Time to pop that in the Xbox. Alright, now we are ready to start installing the Coolrunner. So, take the back side of that sticky shed off, mount this guy right here. I like to start with the ground. It is probably the biggest pain in the ass point to solder on here. It's not that bad though. For an RGH2, this is all the wires are pretty simple. The points, I mean, the ground is always kind of a pain in the ass. Let's get some better light on this bitch. Alright. It's getting a little goofy still. Alright, that is good. And I'm keeping the JRProgrammer wires connected for now. You never know. I like to keep them on until I'm completely done, just to make sure I don't need to write anything, or you know, it's just a better, safer bet to keep these attached until you're completely finished. Alright. So the red wire goes right here, directly next to the green one, if you still have that attached. Just going to add a little bit more flux and tin these tips. Let's tin this guy, tin that guy. Alright. That is pretty good. Alright. We got F is directly next to the power cable. Let's get that guy in. Ta-da. I like to go in vertically. Just feels like a better connection. Alright. Here's your green wire. Alright, and the only other points on this side of the board is D, your CPU reset. The most finicky and important connection of all. D goes right here. Let's tin that motherfucker up. Yeah. Yeah. More solder on this fool. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that is pretty. That's quite pretty. Okay. Now we're going to route our yellow wire through the bottom and B, our sexy little B. This is going to be the alt point I was talking about. Connect B to the point FT2R2. See how that's looking. It is right here. See if I can get a better shot. Alright. I'll throw a diagram up in the corner so you can get a better idea of what I'm soldering to. This is the alt point for B on any Phat 360. Oh, that's nice. Heat sinks popped off. Beautiful. Alright. Let's connect this yellow wire. Beautiful. Alright. Now this isn't mandatory, but while I'm in here I usually like to secure these cables. Some electrical tape. Keep it purty. Keep it nice clean, have control of your wires so you don't end up screwing one of them in, ripping through the wire, and crying yourself to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Tight. I'm gonna take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and clean this flux up under this side of the board. Pretty confident everything is fine. I won't be needing any more flux. Clean it up. Look it clean. Alright. Now, test it out. Hello. Alright, so I put the Xbox back together. Just mildly, all you gotta put back in it is the fan. I recommend putting in the fan guide, plastic, whatever you want to call it, and you know, the power, whatever the fuck it's called, power pusher, whatever, ring of light shit. There it is, ring of light. And now let's fire it up. It should blink green if everything's wired up properly. I'll take a video of my TV. It's blinking green, but it's not in the shot. And there we go. Pretty damn quick boot time. Let's try another one. See if I can get some of the green in this shot. Not really, no. We got one pulse, 2 pulses, and there we go. Boot it up again. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? So those are some fucking stupid quick boot times for an RGH2. Consistently get something like that every time when you use these settings. Remove JP, remove C8, keep it set to slim. This works on both Falcons and Jaspers. Alright, so the next step is you're going to want to get your CPU key. And enter that in to JRunner, which I will do right now. So once you've entered your CPU key correctly, I fucked up the first time, it will move all your files into a folder. The folder's name is the name of your serial number, the Xbox you're working on. Once you've got that going, all you gotta do, double check, make sure glitch 2 is clicked. Sometimes it switches up to JTAG. If you have that set, it'll fuck everything up. Just double check to make sure it's set to glitch 2 and create exe build image. Alright, once you do that, you're going to need a flash drive, which I hope you have. Everyone should have a flash drive somewhere. And plug that sucker in. Yeah. Move it over a little bit. Alright. So in JRunner, go to Show Working folder. And in that folder, see if we can get that on screen too. Source. Window capture. There you are. Beautiful. Alright. So you're going to want to copy update flash.bin to the root of your flash drive. Copy back to my flash drive. Paste. There you go. Beautiful. So take your flash drive out, put it back in your 360. And you're going to power it off, boot it up again. Alright. So here. Whoop. Alright, now turn it on with the flash drive plugged in and let it do its thing. We got 2 pulses. 3 pulses. 4. 5. 5 pulses that time. Not as good as the other 2, but we will tweak it a little further. We want a consistent 2 to 3 pulses. 5 isn't bad for an RGH2, but we want the best we can be. There it goes. Alright, and now you can see it says found update flash. Power down if you don't want to flash it. Oh, but we do. But we do. There it goes, it's writing. Look at that. Look at it go. Run, buddy. Run. You can do it. You can make it. Come on. Getting it. You're almost there. Don't get tired now, man. Don't get tired now. Whoa. 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 Extreme zoom. Got that MTV zoom going. How you like them apples? How you like them apples? Boom. Alright. Shut down now. Tell me what to do. Alright, so shut the motherfucker down. Let's fire it back up. Pulse 2. And there we go. 2 pulses. That's good. And there we go. Got our little RGH all set the fuck up. And that is that. Now, all that's left to do is take out this programming cable, clean up some of our flux. We're going to tape this guy down as well and put it back together. We'll fire it off. Plug this guy. Right. Take this wire out. This one. These guys. Alright. And we'll get a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol to clean up the mess here. You don't want to leave flux just chilling on your board. Never seen it cause damage if you do, but you know, you just want it to look clean. Apparently it can start corroding, which you do not want. Just give it a little clean. Clean her up a little bit. Make her pretty. Send her off to the ball, you know. That's the dream. That's the American dream right there. Alright. Now the CPU reset wire, we are going to route it around the heatsink. I'm just going to throw a couple pieces of electrical tape. Keep her going, keep her in place. Nice and spiffy. Oh, that's beautiful. That is sexy right there. That's a sexy cable. Oh, I like it. Yeah, love it. Alright. Use these capacitors too to keep it locked down. Let's see over here. I like to keep the blue wire kind of on its own. It's pretty. This is mad sexy right here. It's looking good. Looking great, dude. Looking great. Alright. There she is. RGH2 Falcon. Put it back together. see you on the other side. Alright, boys, just got this thing put back together. Let's fire her up. See if we can see that blinking light up in this sucker. That ain't gonna happen. Maybe from over here. Yeah, there it is. Green light. There's your glitch chip. Oh, and there it goes. Pretty fast. Boop. Turn this sucker on. Yeah. Alright. Now. Just gonna show you system info. There it is. Latest dash as of fucking 6th of June. 6th of June. There we go. So yeah, set up. Let's do one final test. The moment we've been waiting for. Put your copy of Legally Blonde into the tray. Let's see. There it goes. Reading. Beautiful. And there you have it, boys. RGH2 Falcon. Running Legally Blonde with bonus features. And you're welcome. So, check out these special features. What do they got? Ooh, yeah, I want the commentary. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I do. Whatever. Like and subscribe if this helped you out. If you didn't like it, you know, if you're one of those people who just like sucks in life, then leave a dislike. I know most of you are cooler than that, so leave a like, sub, all that shit, y'all. Modsville USA, signing the fuck out.